Okay, Jamie Hennis just finished his football session, concentrating on passing and dribbling, and then went into a conditioned game. Katie, how did you feel the session went for Jamie as a whole?
I thought it went very well. It flowed very easily. Went from one thing to another quickly without any messing. And
Good. Okay, thank you. Charlie, what did you think he did particularly well?
He managed to control the number of people well without anyone messing about, and was able to speak to us clearly in a way that we could all understand.
So good leadership skills, yeah, I picked up on that. So difficult one because your friend, but is there anything that you felt he could have improved on?
He could have been a bit more lively.
Yeah.
He wasn't very enthusiastic about it. It was just like.
Yeah, so could have got involved in the session a little bit more. Okay. Craig, could you specifically point out something that you enjoyed in the session? Because again, when I was recording, you seemed to enjoy certain elements more than others. Is there anything that you stood out to you?
The Fox and the Hound really got my heart racing and kept it. It was a good warm-up session.
Yeah, I agree with that. So how do you feel he did with regards, Dan, his progression of the session? Did you notice there was a natural progression because Katie picked up on the flow? Did you feel that he did progress well, or would you have done it differently?
The warm-up got more intense, and then with the passing it got a little bit harder as well. So it challenged people, and then in the match he brought rules in throughout the game, so it challenged us as well.
So obviously you play for an actual team, so you're a little bit different to most of the people in the group. Did you feel that you were challenged in the session? Which bit particularly did you find that pushed you?
Probably the actual game, because it's tighter to what I usually play.
Yeah.
So just a lot less space.
Good. Okay. Kai, anything that particularly stood out for you in the session that you thought was really good, or something that you would change that's different to what anybody else has said?
What I think was good was when I was messing about, he didn't let it carry on. He stood on it quick and stopped me from messing about and made sure I knew about it.
Yeah, he did have good leadership skills, yep. Dan?
He had a good subject knowledge, so he knew what he was planning and carried it on. Didn't leave us hanging around waiting.
Yeah, I felt that really came through in the session, how much he knew about it and how well the session flowed. So it's getting difficult now for you three. So Jack, anything that you particularly enjoyed or you found really difficult in the session?
He had a good change of pace. It seemed to go into intense and then learning and then intense. Yeah. He was giving us examples of how to pass, and then go into a more intense thing like Fox and the Hound or whatever.
Yep. Alex?
I enjoyed the passing, but I feel like for someone who's done a bit of football, just some simple open side passing and then without the touch, just without taking a touch, was a bit boring towards the end of it. He should have maybe changed it up and tried with your weak foot and things like that.
Yeah, good. Yeah, a bit more stretch and challenge in there. Yep. Is that?
I thought that his instructions were clear, so he didn't leave you not knowing what to do. Every activity was pretty straightforward and well explained.
Yeah, I agree. Yep. Ellie, anything to add? No. How did you find it? Was it difficult for you this session today? Just not something that you're particularly interested in? Okay. So just on that note, Jay, it is difficult when you've got students who are disengaged. How did you feel that you dealt with that? Did you feel that you did it in the right way? How did you overcome them issues?
I think dealt with it in the best way I could have. You obviously can't force someone to do what you want, and if they're not going to take part, then there's no point having them to do it.
Yeah, really good. I felt you give her ample opportunities to be involved, and you try to get her involved as much as possible, so I thought you dealt with that really well. Why did you choose some of the activities you did?
Overall, I chose football because it's something that I've been a part of it's always been a sport I like. Passing drills, just because it means that there's not balls flying around all over the place, so it's quite easy to have control over. And then the different drills, because the first passing drill, mainly it's improving your accuracy over a smaller space, and then obviously making the gap bigger, making it a bit harder. The warm-ups, you had the Fox and Hounds, obviously that's just sort of pulse raising, but you've also got the agility aspect in there, moving around, making space for yourself. And then the passing warm-up, you're moving the ball quickly, keeping control of it, keeping possession. and then the final passing through the gates one, just because we've got a mixed ability, it was sort of something that everyone could do. It might have been a bit easy for some people, but it would have been a lot harder for others. So
yeah, just touching on that, that's really good points you've made there. With regards to the group that you've got, and obviously being public service students, do you feel this sport was really relevant for them?
Yeah, it's a team sport, which is something we look at, and in the public services there's a lot of team aspects. It's something that's a common sport, everyone sort of knows about it. It's not too hard to master, sort of passing, something everyone can get involved in.
Yeah, excellent. I totally agree with everything you said there. Just picking up on some of the areas for improvement for your evaluation, there was loads of positives, but obviously you need to have things to work on. So I thought, although your communication was very good, very clear, I thought you could have been a little bit more enthused when the games were going on and when the drills were going on. But with it being the first session, maybe it's not something that you're thinking about along them lines. But again, just something in the future where if somebody does something really well, maybe you can give them that big pat on the back and make a big deal of it. Or in the game, if somebody, I think Dan Giddings did a little bit of magic where he went round a few people and could have made a little bit of a bigger deal of that. And it just keeps people interested, and it shows you're really involved in the session, not just from a facilitator, but you're emotionally involved, and that will keep people interested as well. It doesn't mean you have to go over the top and run round if somebody scores, but again, just encouragement is huge. I felt, although you adapted and your adaptations were good, with your subject knowledge, I think you could have adapted a little bit more with regards to when you were doing the passing drills, maybe put some more cones in to make it a bit more difficult. You did it slightly with the dribbling and the passing where you had one group who were a little bit more advanced and you shortened the space. So you were adapting throughout, but again, just moving forward with your knowledge, can you make it that little bit more difficult? But I'm really nitpicking here because I thought overall it was a fantastic session. You can tell that you've got a good subject knowledge in it. It was really safe. The learners enjoyed it. There was lots of laughter throughout the session. You had a great rapport with the group. You're obviously well respected because you didn't really have any behavioural issues, and when you did, like what Kai said, you picked up on it, or if you had someone disengaged, you dealt with it in a really professional manner where some people sometimes can't deal with them situations. So well done, really good session.